We're on Yud Bet Shvat, the 12th of Shvat, and it marks a really great rabbi. His name was Rabbi Meir Hai ben Elisha Z'tl. He was born in English year 1905, passed away on the 12th of Shvat in English year 1986. Was very, very great rabbi. Let's explore some of the highlights of the great Hacham's life. He actually came from great rabbinic auspices. His father's name was Hacham Machluf, and his mother's name was Rabbanit Rachel. He was born in an area in Morocco, which I believe was called the Qasr Asok in Morocco in of itself. I don't think we mentioned that area so much inside this series over there. I believe the family would shortly afterwards move to the city of Fez. Remember, Fez had a very great Torah Jewish community in its day in of itself, and he grew up among the great city rabbis, especially the famous rabbanim included Harav Yosef HaKohen, Harav Raphael Ibn Sur, another great rabbi we spoke about on various occasions before. And I think he actually happened to be the rabbi of the great synagogue in Fez, in of itself, respectively, and very, very much was very, very great place to grow up from a Torah point of view. I believe the family would actually pray inside the great synagogue in Fez. And he would get married. His wife's name was Rabbanit Miriam. And I believe they would have 3 children, including Rabbi Eliyahu, Rab David, and Rabbanit Rachel. That was 3 children's names. And he would actually be working inside a Bet Sefer over there called the Ema Banim, over there in the city of Fez, I believe for a specific period of time, several years periods. He would eventually be Zoche to move to the land of Israel. Remember, it was at that point in time in Morocco, many people during the 1900s and mid-1900s especially would actually make the move from Morocco and go to the land of Israel. He would settle in Jerusalem in a neighborhood called Gilo. Gilo is a more ultra-Orthodox neighborhood in Jerusalem, but many Sephardic families would actually integrate there, especially Moroccan families, I believe, at that stage in time when they made Aliyah. And over there, I believe he would become the Bet Midrash, Rosh Bet Midrash, head of the Torah study hall for Avrechim, called Yad Asher in of itself, where I think at that point in time, there was other great rabbis also involved in that yeshiva. And there was this institution was under the presidency of Rabbi Moshe ben Abo, who I believe at that point in time was the rabbi of the Gilo neighborhood. He was a great rabbi in of itself. He produced many great students, Rabbi Meir ben Elisha, many great Talmidei Chacham. He had a great personality of love, Ahavat Yisrael, and patience, humility. I believe he would serve not just as a rabbi of the synagogue in Gilo, but he was also Shliach HaTzibur, the cantor over there, and give, especially during the evening time, lessons to the adults, the Balabatim inside the area, respectively. He will delve into learning Kabbalah. It was reported over during much of his time. He would really, let's just say, teach, he would learn, and very make gam b'torat hasod, as they say in Hebrew. And not just that, he was many of his writings, Torah writings in of itself, would describe the dreams he had about the great sages and about his father. It was reported over that after his wife passed away, he wrote a special kina, a lament for her, expressing his deep pain. He wrote also various different piyutim in general, different lamentations in general. That was many different great Torah writings in of itself. And he passed away in the year 1986. We're talking about 39 years ago from the time of recording. Here we are in 2025. The Hebrew date was the 12th of Shvat, and he was buried in Har HaZeitim, Mount of Olives burial place in Jerusalem. Now, he would write a great Torah colossal work called the Lev Avot. And I think this was actually compiled in an order and printed through Rabbi Moshe ben Abu in of itself. And I think and his son, if I'm not mistaken, would also help with in regards to printing this. This would have been printed 3 years after he passed away. I believe in the Hebrew year, Tav Shin Mem Tet, in English year 1989, respectively, that would have been about 36 years ago from time of recording. It was actually printed in Jerusalem, but he was buried in Har HaZeitim, the Mount of Olives burial place. He was one of the great rabbis of Morocco in his day, and we related over many great rabbis from Morocco in general in the series, possibly already about 100 rabbis, as many as 100 rabbis over here. It's always good to learn more about the great. Many of the piyutim is still very much let's just say, widely used today, and I think it's featured in various different books and different publications in of itself. And I recommend everyone to listen to his piyutim. And don't forget to light candles in the great memory. I think Eftach Pi Brina. This was one of them from Rabbi Meir ben Elisha, if I'm not mistaken. And please learn more about the great rabbis of yesteryear. We are a community here. We're learning about many of the great rabbanim. If you feel anyone will be interested in watching these videos, please share the videos to other people. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe to the channel now. We are covering many great different rabbis of yesteryear. And wishing you all blessings here from Israel. And take care and have a meaningful day, everybody.